up? It's Kyle FLowen here with citrusraps.com.
What's going on, Kyle?
What's up?
So, talk to me about your name. It's really unique.
Right? My name is Kyle FLowen. My real name is actually Kyle Owen. I'm born and raised in Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida to be exact. So I just threw an FL in the middle, man, and kept it flowing from there.
Awesome. Who would you compare yourself to as far as, historical rappers?
It's funny that you say that, man. All my life, I've never really drawn comparisons until recently. Since I started performing and everything, I think it started to come out in my music a little bit more. But my main man, DMX, was my favorite rapper growing up, so it kind of makes sense I'd end up sounding like him one day.
Awesome. Would you say that he's probably your biggest musical inspiration?
Yeah, he's one of them for sure. Probably the biggest, but then I got a short list like Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony. A lot of cats even that aren't rappers like Bob Marley, John Lennon, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix. So I try to stay into the music scene, man.
How long have you been making music?
Probably like 16 years, man. A long time coming, but I just started releasing music about 2 years ago.
How did you start making music?
Man, it's funny, man. I was in middle school. Me and my friend actually started recording on one of those little tape deck, like junior things, like a microphone that was attached to it that you record on a tape deck. And then after that, we bought recording software for 1 penny at Office Depot. And from then on, I was just hooked. I loved the feeling of it, even though I sucked back then. It was one of those things where I had to get better. I wanted to progress, and here I am today, still doing it.
Awesome. Talk to us about your project last year, The Sandlot.
The Sandlot was a little EP that I threw together. It's funny, I started coming up with like these baseball names like Pete Flows, Babe Truth. And originally I didn't even have it called The Sandlot, it was called the Diamond EP. And it just hit me as I was progressing through the project, and I kept referencing the movie. I was like, well shit, I should just call it The Sandlot. And it was a movie that I really grew up on, and I think the rest of my generation did too, so I knew I could relate to people with that, and it just stuck, and I loved the idea.
Awesome. What made you want to go through with that direction of The Sandlot?
Basically, I wanted to tap into my childhood, my innocence, but at the same time, bring an adult level to it as far as what I'm doing in my life and what's happening in my life, but still with a little bit of a childish smile along with it.
So I've seen you perform many times, but talk to us and give us an on-stage feeling of how it is when you get hype on stage when you perform.
I like to think of it as riot music, man. I'm there to start a mosh pit, I'm there to start a problem. I never hold back on stage, especially my music in general. I feel like it's something that I make to invoke the spirit, to invoke the soul. So I bring that out on stage for sure, and I want the crowd to feel that enjoyment and on that as well.
Awesome. What is your favorite, up to date, what is your favorite performance that you've done so far?
Definitely Hip Hop Palooza, man. Shout out to Prince Golden for that one. Hooked me up with that performance. There was a lot of good acts in the building. Got more love than I ever got that night, and I also put on my best show. The first time I put on a show where a mosh pit legit started with people that I never met before, so that was a great feeling, man. I can't wait to do that again.
Talk to us about what you got going on next.
I have a little surprise project dropping on 420 actually that you're hearing for the first time right now. I'm not even going to say the title of it or nothing. It's going to be a little short EP for all the weed smokers, man. It comes out on 420, which is actually the 2nd year anniversary of my very first mixtape, Lifted and Gifted. So I had to pay homage to my start and give something to the people, man.
So that's an EP, but are we going to be expecting sometime this year a full-length project?
Absolutely, man. I got so much music in my pockets right now that I'm just holding on to. After that project, I have an album coming out on September 9th, which is my birthday. It's called The Truth, and that one is my pride and joy. That is something that I'm extremely proud of, and something that represents me very well.
Any sneak peek information you can give us on it?
Sneak peek information. Basically, I'll just leave it with a teaser and say that this album is meant to speak to the darkest part of your mind that you try to ignore. But I'm going to stop you from ignoring it. I'm going to make it loud and clear. You will never have to ignore it again.
So I'm going to do something I haven't done in any of the interviews yet.
What's up?
Give me 4 bars.
Okay. The truth is an elusive creature, stalking Nietzsche. Beat your mind down until you can't turn around. And now I found the sound, and I don't know where it's going, but underground.
All right, where can we find you?
KyleFlowing.com, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. It's all at Kyle FLowen. Nice and simple. Just my name. You know where to see me at. Always in St. Peter, Tampa. Catch me around the way.
Thank you, Kyle.